Ignatius. He's Plaindealer Player of the Year and first team All-Northeast Ohio. He led all Wildcat defenders in scoring this year. His senior season, 5 goals, 3 assists. He had 34 points in his career. And tonight, Kayvon, glad to have you on.
Hey, it's great to be here, Mike.
All right, so you went ahead, you signed with Loyola Chicago, and first, tell me what it means to you to sign with a Division I program like Loyola.
Well, first of all, it's a great relief. I mean, it's obviously, for any athlete, it's a tough decision-making process, and I'm glad I found the right home.
Now, before we go any further on Loyola Chicago, tell me what it was like playing with at least 4, more like 6 is what's going to end up being after Joe Cole and Kayvon Afsarifard likely sign. Other seniors and a lot of juniors that are going to end up accepting Division I college offers.
I mean, Mike, it's no doubt this was a great team that I had the pleasure to play with. Every single player, like you said, even the ones that haven't signed, like Caleb Majaz, Matt Sander, Joe Call, all excellent players, and just the work rate everyone brought to practice every day just made everything a whole lot greater. And obviously a testament to that was us being ranked #1 in the country in 2 of our polls. So.
Now, you played 3 varsity seasons under head coach Mike McLaughlin, and he's one of the best coaches here in the state. He brought you to 2 straight state championships. You won a ring in the process. Tell me what it's like to play under a coaching staff led by Mike McLaughlin.
First of all, I mean, Mike McLaughlin is a great coach, just a great teacher in general. Teaches people. It's not just about soccer, it's a lot more. It's about teaching us to be great men, along with the rest of the coaching staff. I mean, you got Mr. Jim Brennan. He's just fantastic. Mr. Papalka, both great developers and men. But I mean, it just became a whole soccer family. To be honest with you, we had Marty, Maddie, Matthew, and Patrick. They all came around us all the time. Coach McLaughlin's sons. So I mean, the way he ran the team was just phenomenal, and it really felt like a family the whole season through. Even with whatever adversity we had to overcome, we were always together.
Now, at this point, I kind of have to tell you what Coach McLaughlin said to you. I went ahead and talked to him here earlier this week. He said you are one of the best to ever play at Saint Ignatius High School. He mentioned your commitment to the game not found in most people his age. He sings high praises to you, and Coach Brennan called you an emotional leader, passionate and winning, not afraid to get in someone's face. You ended up being a leader on this team. You were a captain on this team. What did it mean for you to go all the way to the state championship as a senior? With the season you had, usually ranked #1, you had a great season. Tell me about that real quick.
I mean, I think that's one of the best seasons I've had in my life, whether it be playing club or high school soccer. I mean, just like I said, great team to be around. Everybody had the winning attitude. I mean, that's really what drove us the entire season. Just everybody came to training that day knowing that every day we were fighting to be the best. And no matter what, we had those coaches there that you spoke of that speak highly of their players. The reason they speak highly of them is because they help develop them, and they do the best they can, and obviously they come away with great results.
Now, Coach McLaughlin also mentioned your addiction to hair gel. Do you have any comment on that?
Well, it's not really an addiction. Every player has their own little thing they do to get ready before a game. The bigger games I did gel my hair.
Well, you gelled your hair, and I know that probably worked for you back in your CYO career when you were playing 7th and 8th grade ball. You were on your team in scoring, Kayvon.
That's a funny joke. CYO is CYO, but no, I don't want to talk about that.
Now, moving on to your college decision here, what other offers did you have on the table? What did you think about in that process? Tell me about what the coaches told you as you went through the process, and how do you feel that Loyola offered that other schools didn't?
First of all the coaches that I talked to throughout this whole process were very helpful, and just as far as it goes for academics, I've talked to schools from Brown and Yale all the way to Louisville and some of those other schools, like just regular public schools. But I think it was most important about finding a great balance between academics and soccer. I mean, soccer at the end of the day is what I want to be doing with my life. But I mean, if I don't have the academics to support it, I'm not going to be able to go anywhere. And I think that Loyola was that perfect balance. I mean, it seemed to fit right. It's a good academic school. It's not too excruciating with that. But at the same time, we got a great program over there. And 3 out of the last 4 years, they made it to the NCAA tournament. So I thought it was a good choice.
Now, you told me what Loyola offers you. What do you think you offer Loyola Chicago with your commitment?
You know, I like to be on a team. I like to be a leader, and I want to bring Loyola to a national championship like I did with the soccer team, but obviously we didn't get it. I fell short, but that pushed me for something to get further along the road. And I think that in college, that's one of the goals I hope to accomplish, whether it be sophomore, junior, senior year, you know. And even as a freshman, I'd like to contribute and help the team and do what I need to become a contributing member.
All right, so we continue here at halftime. Kayvon Afsarifard, our guest here, defender on Wildcat soccer team last year. Now, you talked earlier, do you want to continue to play soccer after this? What league do you want to get into? Do you think your career might end up being in soccer?
Yeah, that's my ultimate goal, is to be a professional soccer player, professional athlete in general. I'm really pushing to either get into the MLS or go through some of my connections in Europe and see where that takes me. So I know a few coaches over there, and we'll see how things work out.
Now, about a minute to go left here in our interview. Now, real quick, tell me, you had Nike came in, brought some new cleats. They brought a lot of equipment here for all the different programs. Tell me what that was like for you having a program like Nike come here.
I think it's a testament to everything that our sports programs have done in general. I mean, there was a poll that showed every single one of our fall sports teams ranked #1 in the state, and soccer was even ranked #1 in the country. So I think it just shows that we have, and the way we approach our athletics, I have to add, this coaching staff is just, it's mostly about forming men, and I think that's one of the things I can't stress enough, is that they turn you into good people, and I think that's one of the reasons Nike also wanted to be with us, that they also can represent us well. We can do the same for them.
All right, and finally, in as few words as possible, tell me what it means to wear the blue and gold at Saint Ignatius.
It's great. I love Saint Ignatius. I love blue and gold, and I'm actually running track in fall, or in spring.
There you go.
So it should be fun. But great night for the Wildcats. Let's hope to bring one home.
All right, Kayvon Afsarifard, thanks so much for joining us. He just committed to Loyola Chicago. You can continue to watch his career. A one-time state championship winner, a second-team All-American, and first-team All-Ohio. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, so that's going to do it for halftime. We'll return in just a moment to Wildcat basketball on the Wildcat Radio Network.